Good evening, I've called the whole meeting for Thursday, October 10th at 7 p.m. to order. Before we begin our meeting, I'd like to acknowledge that Stewiacke is Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. We have one absent councillor, Deputy Mayor Chapman is not here at this moment. And with that, well, welcome everybody who's joining us by Zoom and move into the schedule, looking for a change or approval for the agenda, please.
I'll move that we approve the agenda for the committee of the whole session, October the 10th, 2024.
Moved by Councillor Osborne, a seconder, please. Second by Councillor Berman. Discussion on the motion.
Question.
Question has been called. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So be. Look for disclosure of interest on the agenda items. Hearing that, so moving into.
We will approve minutes at the next meeting. Based on the last couple of processes.
Okay.
There were no announcements or presentations for both.
So moving to 9A. And that would be you, sir.
Okay. So just for council, just a quick CEO update, no resolutions required. I just want to make sure to remind the public that voting opens today for the municipal election. We want to remind the public that online phone voting period is from October the 10th to Saturday, October the 19th. It's open from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. daily. Just a reminder to the public that IntelliVote mailed out all of the registered electoral list vote packages to your residences, and it should have arrived last week. So check your mailboxes. In-person voting is happening at the Legion. The first poll is this Saturday, October the 12th, from 10 p.m. to 8 p.m. At the Legion next door to Town Hall. And then again, in-person voting on election day on the 19th of October from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. at the Legion next door. Again, we will have voting or training for newly elected councillors in Halifax on the 4th and 5th of November. Next quick update is RCMP attached to this package. The RCMP want to provide a National Youth Service information brochure being shared with council and the public as a youth protection service announcement. That's one of the main concerns of the Colchester District RCMP. So that is attached to your package for information. Just a couple of updates in terms of RCMP. We are still planning following the election to have the public meeting with RCMP present to talk about issues in town. We have had some vandalism this week that I've been working with local business proponents on to assure that we have the RCMP's attention. Get some advice to the local businesses and how to deal with security issues on site. So we will report back on those as we get into the fall. Planning Advisory Committee, we were planning or are planning for a public meeting to talk about the course of action for the water issue in town. We've been looking at water studies, we've been looking at plans for the water treatment plant. We have held the date of Wednesday, November the 20th from 7 p.m. To 8:30 p.m. at the community center. We will provide more information on this. I understand from a process perspective from Councillor Osborne that we just need to make sure that we have the committee chairs and council appointments in place. I will take that comment back and ensure we have the proper process in place before we have that meeting. So I will take that under advisement and make any corrections required. For council, the public, just update on Riverside. Pipework's been completed. Any reported deficiencies are being rectified. Pressure tests were completed on site. All the pressure testing on the water mains passed. Chlorination bacteria testing was completed on Monday, October 7th and the 8th. No issues were reported at the time of writing this report. I will get further information on those tests. I'm not expecting any issues, but at the time of writing this report, there were none. Curbing scheduled to be installed October the 11th, and completion of the project is hopefully end of October in the early stages of November. So we're getting very close. In terms of just a recreation update, playground installation, we talked about it at the last meeting, just we've got a date for start of the installation, October 21st. We delayed that because of the construction happening on Riverside and the detour. There's a Halloween costume swap event, October 24th, here at the town office from 4 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. We're partnering with Divert Nova Scotia and Colchester Waste. And there's a Halloween trick or treat one-stop shop at Dennis Park on October the 31st from 5 p.m. to 6 p.m.
Thank you,
Those are
sir.
my updates.
Two or three, actually, just, I think the voting on Saturday is noon to 8, right? Not 10 to 8? This Saturday on the 12th, noon to 8?
The report says 12 to 8, is that
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah, noon to 8?
Yes, that's
Yeah,
correct. Yes.
okay. The Riverside project, have we been communicating better with the residents on Riverside and Calvary?
Any residents that are making inquiries, we're getting back to them immediately. My understanding and talking to a couple of the residents that, upfront, prior to my time here, the project was not communicated, to them. I've made commitments that any major projects like Riverside, we will ensure that all the residents are notified, whether that's a letter to their house. We will put the project information online so they can review and potentially have public meetings so they can ask questions and find information.
And what about Main Street? Are we gonna be able to resurface that?
It's a great question. So we've, this week, we issued the tender, actually this morning.
Okay.
Publicly issued the tender on the provincial procurement site. We're gonna close it in 2 weeks' time and hopefully have it paid in November if we can get somebody to procure it, and commit to the contract. If we can't get anybody to commit to the contract, because the asphalt plants will close at the end of November, we will delay till the spring, but we're gonna do our best to get it done.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir. Looking for, the bylaw and policies, so let's check to see any citizen comments, please. People, fine. See no comments in the chat. See, now you come to my report, it's brief. I attended, the last 3 weeks, retirement for rural mayor of the county party in Truro, as well as he. Released my final newsletter, released a letter from the mayor's office of appreciation to former councillor Mary Como. And MLA Larry Harrison will read that in the legislature in the spring session. And he's going to advise me and send to existing and also to Mr. Seguin those dates. And that's right. That's gonna be tidied up. Attended the Chamber of Women's breakfast in Truro with Councillor Osborne and Councillor Brum. I compiled some transition notes for Mayor-elect Doug Glazier. I pass it on to Mr. Seguin. Weekly meetings continue with our CEO. I will issue my final message from the mayor's office on October the 29th, day before we swear in the new mayor-elect and council. And I want to thank our staff, council members, both present and past. It's been a privilege to serve with you, and I want nothing but success for our town and for yourself, Matt, going forward. I usually start with Deputy Mayor Chapman. I believe, Councillor, you have Deputy Mayor Chapman's notes where she's in transition, so
Sure.
do you want to do hers first, then yours, and go around the table?
Sure,
Okay,
yeah.
instead.
So from Roseanne Chapman. As my term as a town councillor and deputy mayor ends, I want to express my heartfelt gratitude to each of you, including all town staff, for your dedication, hard work, and unwavering commitment to our community. Serving as a councillor and deputy mayor has been an incredibly rewarding experience. I sincerely appreciate the collaborative spirit and shared vision we have fostered. I am particularly proud of the initiatives we have undertaken and our positive impact on the community. Together, we have navigated challenges, celebrated successes, and worked towards creating a better future for our residents. Your contributions have enriched our discussions and played a crucial role in shaping policies that reflect our community's needs and aspirations. Working alongside such a dedicated and passionate group of individuals has been a privilege. Your commitment to public service is truly inspiring, and I am confident that the town of Stewiacke will continue to thrive and achieve great things. I must share my heartfelt respect for two esteemed councillors who passed away, with whom I had the honor of working with in the last 8 years. Councillor Mary Camo and Councillor Russell Stoddard. Their dedication to public service was an unwavering commitment to Stewiacke, leaving an indelible mark on all those touched by their lives and work. Their contributions will be remembered with gratitude and admiration. May their legacies continue to inspire and guide. Thank you once again for your support, collaboration, and friendship. I look forward to seeing the continued progress and success of the town of Stewiacke, and I remain committed to supporting our community in any way I can.
Thank you, Councillor Freeman. And I'll just transition that reading to your report,
Sure.
please.
Excuse me. So it was with much deliberation that I decided not to reoffer for what could have been a 4th term on council if re-elected. I have said many times we all have a best before date, and it appears that this might be mine. I leave with mixed feelings and fond memories. One of my first learning moments was campaigning in my 1st term. I knocked on a door at a seniors complex, armed with my brochures, a big smile, and anticipation of a positive conversation. What I got was a woman who looked annoyed, quickly grabbed my brochure and said, "Hurry up, I'm playing TV bingo." I learned that we don't all look at municipal government and our town in the same way. It has been an honor to have been a councillor for the past 12 years. I thank the residents for their votes, interest, and support. I have watched with pride the much anticipated growth begin. We are moving forward on a new water source. There have been successes, challenges, and some sadness as I look back. I remember with respect the contributions from former councillors Stoddard and Camo, who both passed while still serving on council for a town they loved. I want to thank the staff for their help, input, and strong desire to make Stewiacke a better place. All of the CAOs in the past few years have brought something new to the role and to our town. Mark, I think you are well positioned to take the town forward, and I wish you and your staff all the best. To the committees I have been on, I thank you to the residents and the business owners who give of their time to make Stewiacke a better place. This has been one of the most rewarding parts of being a councillor. I want to comment on what I see as a serious challenge. The past few years have seen a significant increase in negative social media on chats and other forums. I think I lost a page. Sorry. I heard a comment yesterday at the Women in Business breakfast where the panelists spoke about working in a male-dominated profession. The question was, how can women help each other progress? The answer was that instead of tearing each other down, to help build them up. I found the words quite profound, and I feel it might help our town if we try and build each other up rather than tear each other down. I do want to thank the staff for their help, their input, and the strong desire to make Stewiacke a better place. Oh, sorry, I said that part. To the past mayors and councillors, I have learned much from each person at the table, and I thank you. I wish the new council the best of luck. Please remember that while there are naysayers, there are many more in the town who want to see it grow and prosper. And I thank you.
Thank you, Susan. Councillor Link.
I don't think with anything.
Nothing really, just, thank you to Councillor Creelman, thank you to Deputy Mayor Chapman, and to yourself, Mayor. And wish you all the best, and want to just wish my other candidates in the election, with the voting starting today, the best of luck, and all the best for a happy Thanksgiving this weekend. Hopefully everyone gets to enjoy their family and friends.
Thank you. Councillor Lewis.
Nothing, just reflections.
Questions? I think we're probably all been doing that in the last few weeks, so. heartfelt. So with that part, we're gonna move into our in-camera session, so at what time?
It is 7:15.
We'll give it a couple minutes to,
Do you want a motion?
just one second.
Yeah, we have a motion to go in
In
camera,
camera?
and we will, end the video portion, there's no additional items after the in camera, so we will.
I'll make a-
the-
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we go in camera at 7:15.
By Councilor Oswald, and a seconder, please.
Second.
Second by Councilor Luce. So at 16, we are in camera.
7:16.
Thank you to those online, we will sign off